Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cappy, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. For your key to the week this week, you got the Temperance card. All right, so I'm going to say this: there may be a little bit more drama in the air than we would hope or than we would like, but with that being said, there is light at the end of the tunnel. One of the things that I love about the Temperance card, it represents the peace that comes after, it's not quite the Star card, but it definitely does bring a sense of peace and also a sense of balance. And this week, if some sort of drama does erupt, ask yourself how much of you created a part of this challenge, this issue or this mess, and more importantly, where is it that you've got where is it that you've been a part of it, right? The reason we say that is because once you look at your part in it, you can stop that. And the second we stop our bit or our part in something, usually the whole thing comes crashing down, right? It's just like they say with, we've seen this a lot nowadays as well, right? The power of the consumer. It used to be that we kind of didn't really have much of a say, but now, a whole bunch of people take to the internet and shit gets done. So where your attention, where your focus and your energy are, it looks like something you're really starting to really starting to get aware of. The other thing with the Temperance card, this is about alignment of your energy with your material goals. And this week, I really feel like I kind of feel like this is you tapping into your own personal power in a sense, but more importantly, this is about you understanding how it is that you are creating what it is that you have at this moment in time. When it comes to, for those of you that are continued subbies, I love you for it. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose, and this resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your actions and options, you got the Sun card, baby. All right, so I love this, right? Capricorn is on a roll right now, and it's about bloody time. You guys have had it hard for a while, right? And what this kind of tells me is your outlook, no matter the drama, no matter the challenges, your outlook is shifting, your outlook is changing. This looks like you're being really honest and really honest, but also really caring about yourself, right? The fact that you've got this in your actions and options, this is about you. For some of you, this will be considerations about travel. Yes, for some of you, this might be that you can, as a tutor says, which I prefer actually, maybe you can feed two birds with one stone. If you've got business in some other area of the world, or if there's somewhere that maybe you need to go back home or something of that nature, this suggests that you can tie your business needs and your, need for a holiday, because for a lot of us, it's been a long time, right? You can tie those two things together, and it may be a lot of fun and a lot of enjoyable, experiences come and happen outside of it. This is actually a very happy, and a very light and bright pairing. So it's gorgeous, right? Use this. Milk those Sun card blessings, right, while they show up. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Five of Cups. You've got this underneath the Temperance card. Temperance is 14. 1 and 4 gives you 5. Plus you've got the Five of Cups there. 2 5s represents a vigil. Where your attention goes, your energy flows, right? As the saying goes. But more importantly, what your words are. This is a week for you to be very conscious of what you're saying. It might even be as well that you catch yourself saying something this week and you're like, It's that's how I keep fulfilling this self-fulfilling prophecy. That's where I keep getting in my own way. That's where the words that I'm speaking are creating or aligning me with things that I don't want. This is a really powerful week, because when you catch yourself in the act of those things, that's when it really starts to change, right? Because then you start getting more intentional about the way that you're living. Now, your communications this week, it's likely that you are going to hear of some sort of loss, maybe something not going ahead as you would like it. It might also suggest as well, yeah, with this week, because it's the Temperance card, it might also suggest that you are, for those of you that are employed, this might be you looking at the long term or the longevity of your career, right? Of the work that you're doing at the moment. This would also be a good week for you to put a plan in place on the emotional level, right? So to think about it and say, right, how do I feel at the moment? I feel all right. How long do I really have in this space, right? How long do I really have with this job, this company, this industry? When it comes to those of you that are business owners, people that work for themselves or entrepreneurs, this could literally be, maybe this week you are choosing to let go of a revenue stream, a set of clients, a certain type of client. Maybe you're choosing to retire a service this week. Why? 5 of Cups, a loss, you know, a release of some sort. The Temperance card, this could be, you know what, this doesn't pay enough, right? It doesn't pay enough for the drama that I have to go through. It doesn't pay enough for the hoops that I have to jump through. I think this is you getting really clear about what your time, your effort and your energy are actually worth to you, whether they are or aren't worth that to somebody else. And I got to be honest, because it is the Temperance card, you may get a little bit of a kickback from this, right? A client might complain and say, well, you know, I don't see why you're putting your prices up, or well, that's their business, it's not yours. Well, it is your business, but you get my point. When it comes to your those of you that are retired and no longer working, one way that this might show up for you, especially because you've got the Sun card there, this could be a double whammy. You could hear of a death and a birth in like all in the same week, right? So, and that's the way of it. You know, every day, every hour of every day, somebody's being born and somebody is leaving the world. But for you personally, you could be really, really aware of the balance of life this week, right? So there's some really great news here, but there might be some challenging news as well. For your love and relations, you've got the Emperor card. So you've got the Emperor with the Sun, right? And this is really nice. For those of you that are partnered, married or in long-term commitments, your relationship gets a breath of fresh air this week. Now, it might be that you get more intentional about your marriage, about your relationship because of some challenging news that you have. That's not a bad thing. Like when people say like, oh, well, you know, they only started trying harder because such and such happened. How about you see that as a blessing, right? The universe brought something into your life that forced somebody to work harder on the relationship. Try to see it, you know, not just you personally, but it's like trying to get people to see things from the higher perspective could be really important this week. When it comes to those of you that are single, if you're meeting someone, this could be, for those of you that are single, excuse me, there's definitely a flirtation with a boss. For those of you that are open to it, there could be a meeting of somebody that is either in the travel industry, maybe somebody that has or does work abroad or internationally, especially in education or something of that nature. And for, yeah, as much as I'll say there. And then for your money and materials, you've got the 7 of Pentacles, right? So it's a card, so the money doesn't improve this week, but it doesn't go down, right? It stays kind of stable. This card and the 4 of Pentacles have a similar energy in that regard, but this is you actively looking at how you can grow your finances, how you can improve your money, where to put your investments. A partner could suggest something to you as well. If you're in a relationship, maybe a partner says to you this week, you know what, I would like us to buy into this, or I would like us to put money into that, or do you know what I mean? And it's good information. It's nothing that's going to pay out overnight. So as long as you're aware of that, it's definitely something to give consideration to. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Seven of Pentacles is your digestive system. No, it's not. I'm lying. It's your neck, your throat, and your thyroid. All of those general areas. Especially here with the Temperance card as well. And the Five of Cups. Really watch out for your voice and your throat this week, right? I'm not a doctor. I can't give you medical advice. But what I will say is, for me personally, every other day, I will chomp on a piece of ginger, like a whole piece of actual ginger. I will chomp on it and then I will swallow it. You know, once I've got all the goodness out of it. Oregano oil is really, really great for your entire respiratory system, and especially for the back of the throat and the upper airways as well. Like, I swear by that stuff. This is a week to really look after yourself in those areas. And then when it comes to your home and environment, this is conversations, challenges or issues around the home, whether this is purchasing one, maintaining one, keeping one. It does look like this is a week for maintenance on homes in general. There's a lot of signs that have been hit by that kind of energy, and this seems to be one of those weeks where it's going to be prominent. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.